the COVID cooties. Well, good evening, Glue Troopers. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing about the same. So, I've been binge watching Babylon 5 as part of my recuperation therapy. Yeah, let's go with that. And I figured, hey, wait a minute. A Glue Trooper sent me the Revell Babylon 5 kit. I think it might be Revell of Germany that originally made it. So why don't I bring that out while I'm watching the show, and perhaps I can get a start on it. And when my wife saw me in the room with the kit model, she was like, what do you think you're doing? You're supposed to be resting. I'm like, this is resting, but she knows with my congestion and everything, I can't be around glues or paint. So I had to promise her I'm just going to do a profile of the kit. She gave me that suspicious eye that could both freeze and evaporate water at the same time. So we're just going to go over the kit, not going to do any building. I just really can't be around any of the vapors off the glue or the paint. So the kit, rather large box, and it looks like a good representation. I opened the box up, and of course you have a decal sheet that's going to save you a lot of tricky painting. Looks like it's pretty in-depth. And you also have a excellent decal guide. The instruction sheet's pretty straightforward. There's only about 7 pages of instructions, including the decal guide. And I started taking a few parts off. Really nothing in the way of flash. I did have this one extra part that was in there. The box says that it comes with paint and glue and everything you need. The only thing that was in there were the decals and the kit and the instruction sheet. But the box had been opened, so I assume the paint and brushes and glues had long since been pilfered, but hey, no problem. I probably wouldn't have used them anyway. So started with page 1, put these parts together to make one of the end caps, which is where the stand mounts at, one on each end. And all the parts seem to fit without any argument, no flash. Some of the injection gates are going to have to be filed down, but that's a very minor thing. Fits were good. Shouldn't be any problem to get the thing to be able to rotate. I don't anticipate any difficulty in the assembly, which is pretty straightforward. And by the second page of the instructions, you've got it on the stand. I'm sitting here looking at the instructions as I'm narrating this. You can detail out the other components that go on there and then put them in. It's looks like a pretty well thought out kit. Not actually that many parts to it. And I figure the painting, as long as I pre-paint some stuff, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I've only seen one of these kits completed, I think Model Palooza. Of course, that person had it with the LED lights and everything. And I suppose if you're really, really slick, you could find a way to motorize it so the inside section would rotate. But I'm not going to get that far into it. But overall, looks like it should be a pretty straightforward build. And now that I've been binge watching the show, we're just starting off season 3. Of course, you know, it's got me motivated to go ahead and build this. I'm going to have it ready for the sci-fi build, which is a little bit down the road. But I have a bunch of sci-fi kits put aside. I'll probably get an early start on this once, you know, my head clears up and everything and I'm feeling better. But I am looking forward to building it. I got to be honest, when I first saw this kit, I didn't open it and really look at the parts. I was a little intimidated because the structure is such an odd and complex shape. But now I've gone through the parts and everything, I realize this actually would, as far as construction is concerned, would just be a day build. It's the painting and the detailing and everything will take time. And then you've got so many, what they look like really good decals because, you know, given the relatively complex nature of some of the color patterns on it, you know, that's going to be where, you know, the devil's in the details. But anyway, I do look forward to getting on to it now that I'm watching the show. Yeah, and you guys, I'm sure it's happened to all of us that you've got that model on the shelf and then you watch a movie or TV show that uses something you have in your stash and all of a sudden you're motivated to go build it. You know, television or the movies can be a great motivator to get started on a kit or to acquire a kit to begin with. Or you might have the kit and that might do the opposite, motivate you to go watch the show. That's all I've got for tonight, and look forward to when I get a chance to get work on this. You guys take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.